Don, how are you?
Good, Jeff. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. This is a nice rarity coming in here. I haven't done this in a long time. But let's go ahead and say hello to everybody in here right quick. And everybody, this is Don, Prodigal Aquarist. I'm sure you guys know him. You've seen him in the chats. So he's a special guest today, and we're going to be talking about retro fish keeping and how it's changed over the years, right? Don? Can you hear me? Don, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, but I'm getting you on in real time and on delay. So I'm going to have to leave and come back.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and start saying hello. We have Melvin was in here, and we got Greg. I think Greg was first. No, Melvin was first. And then I came in, and then we have Greg. Hi, Greg. He's working and lurking. Thank you, sir, for being here. Melvin there again. There's Don, and we got George. Hello, welcome. Good day to you. We got George Aquaballs. We got Brandon. Hey, Brandon. How you doing? Richard Reynolds. Hey, all right. Have you met Richard Reynolds yet?
Me? No.
Oh, I tell you what. You got to get
Brandon.
He's a great guy. Hell of an great aquarist. Like a master breeder. Him and George both, they just breed fish like, I mean, I can learn a lot from these guys here. A big bunch.
Jody and Beto.
David Jr. Hey, David. It's kind of a surprise being here this time of day. Gilmate from Australia. Good morning, the Jeffaholics. Just drink it on in. It's Beto. Hi, Beto. Jody P. Hi. Oh, my God. It's so good. I'm here at a different time now, so I'm getting a different group of people. Because usually when I go live, Jody, she's up early in the morning. She works hard. She goes to bed at a normal time for human beings, and I'm like a vampire. Let's see here. And, okay, we're all caught up now.
Cool.
We are all caught up. So anyways, I'm going to let you go ahead and kick this off. Don came up with a great topic, and you can start it off. Hi, Cinnamon's here. So I'm going to turn it over to you now and let you go ahead and start and where you wanted to start at.
Okay, Jeff. I think we're going to do a little trip down memory lane. You and I have been fish keeping. Well, we both started keeping fish an awful long time ago. You're almost as old as I am. And I started keeping fish in 1969, and I think you were in about 73, 74,
74.
Something like that.
Yeah, 74 for me when I started.
Yeah. And I just wanted to reminisce. And I know that Jody, even though she's well invested into the tropical fish community now, only got started a couple of years ago. And what tremendous progress she's made in that time. We're all flabbergasted by that. But I just wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about the way that things used to be. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you remember the first fish tank that you saw, Jeff, but I can vividly remember mine. My great-grandparents on my father's side of the family emigrated to the United States from England. They came from up north Staffordshire. And my grandfather was a very hard worker, and he was a small man in stature, but one of the biggest men I ever met in my life, one of the biggest people I ever met. And he built a church. He built the church the neighborhood church down the road from where he lived, and he built 4 houses. So he built the family house, and then he built 3 other houses by himself, no help from anybody, all from scratch. And he also built himself an aquarium, and it was a slate bottom, putty-sided aquarium. So all the joints were done with putty, and you'd have to take the tank down every few years and reseal it and stuff like that. And he actually bored a hole in the slate in the bottom of this aquarium and stuck a valve in it. and that's how he did his water changes. And he did 10% once a week. And he went down to, as he told me the story, he went to the drugstore when he built the tank, and he bought a bag full of guppies, which we would call endlers now, or the common guppies. They look an awful lot like endlers to me. And a bag of what we used to call anacharis, which I think is Elodius something or other these days. Chucked them both in the tank, and he fed the fish twice a day and just let them get on with it. And he'd open the valve in the bottom of the tank, take 10% of the water out, and whatever fish and plants came out. He'd shut the valve. That went down the toilet, and he'd top it up. And I was just fascinated by this forest of plants. I mean, it was probably if I had to guess, it was probably about an 80, 90 gallon aquarium. But like I said, it was custom built. And I'd say it was probably going on 3 feet wide and a couple of feet deep, a couple of feet high and 1.5 feet deep. And I was just fascinated as a 4, 5, 6-year-old kid, stood there watching these fish and all these plants. And you never saw the same fish twice. There were so many fish in this tank. And they're just swimming in and out of the plants and in and out of the plants. And the tank was just completely chock-a-block with these plants. And I don't know if that was an early influence in my life that sort of steered me towards fish keeping or not. But I was always amazed by this fish tank that he had. And then I'm thinking, fish tanks. Well, back in the day, after I picked up 3 or 4 tanks and going to the school library every couple of months when Tropical Fish Hobbyist magazine came out, reading every article and every single ad that they had. Articles by Heiko Blair and who's the one that did the encyclopedia of freshwater tropical fish? What was his name? Somebody help me out.
Which was that again?
The Encyclopedia of Tropical Fish.
Is that that's Axelrod, is it?
Yeah, Axelrod, Herbert Axelrod. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
So reading all of the articles that they had submitted to the magazine, and one of the things that I remember is back then you were frowned upon if you called an aquarium a fish tank.
Yeah.
If you call it a tank, nobody would take you seriously. You had to call it an aquarium. And I remember little box filters that sat in the corner. You put some charcoal in the bottom and some filter floss, and then you run an air line down to it, and so forth and so on. And then out came these undergravel filters, which I still love to this day. I don't have one at the moment, but I've always had them in my previous life, and I've had them in every tank, and I think they're wonderful. And then, Jeff, do you remember the what we used to call them power filters that would hang on the back jobs, and they were clear plexiglass boxes about yay big around and about so deep, and a big copper coil motor that sat on the top. Yep. And those things would get so hot, especially in the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
The heat that they put out. And I mean, the filters that we run on our tanks now are like 5-watt motors, and these must have been 50, 60, 70-watt motors.
Oh, wow.
Burning up the electric bill.
But back then it was only like $10 a month for your electric back then.
Yeah, for the whole
big
house.
Difference.
Yeah, and I also remember that the fish, and I think I'm beginning to understand this now. The fish in the pet shops back in the 60s and 70s were a lot bigger, a lot better grown out fish that were for sale. But I think I'm starting to get that now, where the younger the fish are, generally speaking, I think that the better they adapt to shipping conditions and stuff like that, the more likely they are to survive.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not putting as much ammonia and stuff like that into the water through respiration and excrement and stuff like that as they're being shipped and so forth and so on. So what sort of things do you remember that have disappeared?
Pretty much. Well, besides the under gravel filter, that was my very first filter, by the way, under gravel. And what other things? Well, when I first seen my very first aquarium was on my 10th birthday, but the first one that I seen, I'm just going to take a stab at it. Probably I was maybe 3 or 4 years old,
mm-hmm.
and shopping. I was probably in the cart. I can remember vaguely what was going on. I was in a cart, and my mother said that every time she would at the it was like at Kmart or Myers, they have they had a really nice fish section back then. And she said every time we went by there, I'd always reach out for it as a little baby, every time. And I do remember just bits and pieces of that, and I think that's what kind of sparked me. I just love watching fish. But
do you remember when Tetramin flakes came out?
What's that?
Do you remember when Tetramin came out with their flake food?
I do believe. When was it? Because I was using the Tetra Jumbo Min for a long time for my big fish.
Yeah.
Because that's what I started out with. I started out with a 10-gallon, but within a matter of 3 or 4 years, I was already into the killers, Central American fish.
So when I started, the only choice that we really had, the only thing that was considered reasonably healthy for your fish was a brand called Wardley's. I think it was Jack Wardley, the discus guy, and he had a brand of flakes that he.
Wardley, I remember Wardley.
I think they've long since disappeared. And I certainly remember when Hikari came out with their color enhancing pellets and stuff like that. I mean, that was the late 70s, I think. So what was the first fish that you kept, Jeff?
My very first fish was the ones that came with the tank that my mother bought. She picked them out. Right. And what she brought home for me was a pair of swordtails, like the orange brick swordtails, and there was 2 of the blue 3-spot gouramis. I mean, it was overstocked for this tank. Had that, and I think she got me one of the little common pleco for that tank.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was my very first tank. I didn't know anything really, except I liked fish, about aquariums at that time. Mm-hmm. And she brought them all home, set the tank up, put all the fish in it. I think I might have had them. They might have lasted maybe 4 or 5 weeks. But they ended up dying. And I didn't. So I'd go and I talked to, after that, I had that big disappointment. So I'd go back and back then, I didn't even know about shipping fish until like well into the 90s. I didn't even know anything about that kind of stuff. So we'd go to the local fish store and go there and get my fish. And they said, well, how long has your tank been set up before you put the fish in? I said, well, my mother set it up and put the fish in right away. And this is the part that gets me. They said, you have to have your tank running for at least 1 week before you put fish in.
I was told 2 days.
Nothing about putting any catalyst in there to start the cycle. Nothing like that. You just got to run it. So I ran the next time. I did exactly what they said, and I ran it. The next set, about the same 5-6 weeks, they're gone. I'm trying to do everything I can. I'm reading, I'm researching, in the books. I buy the old books. I had the Tropical Fish Atlas at one time.
Yeah.
And then, so returning to the fish stores, I mentioned that. I said, well, I did what you said. And it's like little teeny bits by bits. Well, it says, well, we do sell sponge filter squeezings. You can put that in your tank.
Oh, really? Even back then?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they what they did is they squeezed it in a bag.
Yeah.
They said, put this in your tank and let it run it for a while. So it gradually increased where the survival rate kept getting longer.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have. I mean, here we at our fingertips, we got enormous amount of information at our fingertips. Yeah. And I probably
I mean, there's so much information that we have, like you say, available today, and there's so much research that's been done. I mean, back in the 60s and 70s, the only 2 water parameters that anybody was concerned with as far as freshwater fish goes is pH and temperature. We didn't know anything about ammonia or nitrate. That was all saltwater stuff. And I thought, I'm not interested in saltwater. There's too much chemistry. I don't want to know about that stuff. But here we are today. But no, I think I got lucky because I grew up in Columbus, Ohio, which is where the Ohio State University is, and they've got a very good veterinarian program. And I seem to recall that, I mean, we had quite a few pet shops around town as well, and most of the pet shop staff were veterinary students from the university doing their part-time jobs and stuff like that. And they gave me some pretty good advice. I mean, it wasn't all great. The thing that I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, they said that you need to set your tank up and let it run for at least 48 or 72 hours before you stick any fish in. And I said, well, okay. And I did that, went back the next week or a few days later, and I said, what sort of fish do I have a good chance of not losing first time around? And I ended up buying 2 black tetras, black skirts they call them these days, and 2 bleeding heart tetras. And back then, a Cory catfish, which I think was a Corydoras Aeneas or something like that. But back then, it was the only Cory that was really on the market. There weren't any other varieties or anything like that. And everybody lived and survived. But yeah, I've got to confess that I did have skittle puke gravel. It was black and white and pink because it reminded me of the Brock's sweets that my grandmother used to keep in a dish by the television set when I was a kid.
I got colored gravel upstairs. I got my wife's tank has pink gravel in it.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that tank, there's more breeding happens in that 20-gallon tank upstairs pretty much than
Really?
most of my tanks down here. Not because of the color of the gravel, I don't know why, but they're just breeding off the hook. But then I have a blue, which my mother, the blue gravel I have, it's in one of my 40 gallons upstairs that is empty.
Yeah.
Because of the ones I need to reseal, but I'm keeping that because, you know, that's something that she bought for me. She's been gone now since 98. So I'm like, I don't really care about the color as long as, you know, just a memorabilia, I guess, just something that she got for me. So I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
It's not a show tank or nothing. I just keep it. I'm going to fix that tank up and use it for a breeding tank. But.
Okay. Now, speaking of substrate, because that's the only tank that I ever had with colored gravel in it. Because after a while, I got a job in a pet shop. I got a job at a Petland when they opened up down in southeastern Ohio, and I
remember Petland. We had them here in Michigan too.
Yeah, and we had about 70 tanks in the shop, and 5 or 6 of them were saltwater, and the rest were fresh. And I walked in all excited to see a pet shop in town, because this was after we left Columbus and moved sort of out into the country. And I went in and talked to the guy that owned the shop, and I said, you know, shop had just opened up. And I said, so who here do I talk to about the tropical fish? You know, who's your expert? He said, I don't have one. I said, well, what do you know about tropical fish? He said, I don't know anything. I said, well, then you need to give me a job because I know all about the freshwater fish. I said, I'm not interested in the saltwater. I said, you learn the saltwater side and you take care of that. I said, I'll deal with the freshwater side. And so that's what I did. And he hired me. It was a minimum wage job. Worked it for a couple of years, and I loved every minute of it. It was brilliant.
Do you remember what the minimum wage was at that time?
$2.35 an hour.
$2.35. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And back, God, it might even have been 185. It was $2.35 when I was in university.
Which year was that again? Which year was this?
78.
Oh, 78.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. My minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. Wait, no, you're right. It was $3.35 didn't happen until the 80s.
That's right. It was $2.35.
$3.35 an hour.
Yep. And anyhow, so when I got the job at the pet shop, all of the fish tanks had already been set up and running and stuff like that. And so that they had lots of tanks set up with the different colored gravel that they sold in bags to show off what it looked like in a tank. And about, I'd say 12 or 15 of the tanks just had natural crushed gravel. And we swapped the fish around depending on time of year and what was in demand and so forth and so on, between the natural gravel tanks and the ones with the dyed gravel. And I can put my hand on my heart and say, swear to God, that without fail, the tanks with the natural crushed gravel were always the healthiest tanks. And I don't know if it's down to whatever paint or dye they used to color the gravel was plugging up the porous stone, or whether it was mineral availability, whether the natural stone was a better surface for beneficial bacteria and slime to live and exist on. I don't know. No idea what it was. But without fail, the tanks that had the natural crushed gravel were always the healthiest tanks that we had. And I'm not smart enough, I'm not educated enough to do any research as to why that might be. I just have my suppositions, whether it's mineral availability or filtration or whatever it is. But I think it's worth looking into. There's somebody that's got a brain bigger than mine.
Yep.
Okay. Now I want to talk to you about what's been going on here the last couple of days.
Okay.
Because you and I had a discussion a week or two ago, because I've got this rack over here that I still haven't finished. And I've been looking,
nice.
I've picked up 3 bookshelf tanks that are 3 foot long and 1 foot deep and 1 foot high, 22 gallons. And my intention was to get some endangered fish like gadads or something like that, and see if I couldn't keep and breed and maybe put some back into the community and maybe share some knowledge and stuff like that. Then I felt like I was talking myself out of it, because I thought that there's going to be too much effort involved in keeping live food to feed and grow out the shrimp or the fish. And plus the job that I've got now, there's no telling what hours I'm going to work, because many of the shifts that I work are open to close in the restaurant, and it takes me an hour and a half to get to work, and it takes me an hour and a half to get home on public transportation. But I had a word with myself again, and I went ahead and ordered a blackworm culture, and went out and bought some more gravel for these tanks and a sponge filter for my black water culture tank and stuff like that. So I fully intend to have some words with Ed Motes and have him coach me along and tell me what I can actually accomplish with 3 aquariums in species conservation and preservation, and hopefully be able to put some content out in that regard as well. So that's what's been going on here the last couple of days.
Now I know you joined the CARES live bearer group there in.
I joined the British Live Bearer Association, and they've got 3 meetings in different parts of the country. I go to the one in Basingstoke, which takes me about an hour to get to, and I think that's going to be on something like June the 7th. This first week in June, I've got that in my diary, so I'll be going down there, and they've got a really good auction. And so I'll be able to pick up pretty much whatever strikes my fancy. But there were, they had probably 7 or 8 bags, 6 packs of Xiphophorus La Laguna, which is a multicolored sword. And they were going for, the fish going for about £1 a piece. So what's that going to be, $1.25? I mean, wow. A hell of a lot less than you pay at a pet shop. So, and these fish all have collection plate information and CARES registered and stuff like that. So, you know you're getting good stock. You're not picking it up from some bloke down at the pet shop. It's these guys that have been in the breeding programs for quite a number of years. So that's where I intend to start off and see where that takes me.
Nice. Speaking of clubs, I am actually going to participate this year. I'm going to. What I found out is, I mean, it's a long ways away. It's about a 2 to 2.5 hour drive, but for something like this, I mean, some of the best fish I got was from the one swap. I've only been to one, and that was back in 2021. This is the very first swap I've ever been to in my life. Even keeping fish all that time, I didn't go on the internet until, what was it, 99, when we first got our first computer.
Yeah,
something like that. And even then, I mean, I had my hobby, but I wasn't online with it. I was doing a lot of online gaming and stuff, and between that and the aquarium. But yeah,
that's another one of the back in the olden days things, is we didn't have the internet and we didn't have the fish clubs like we have now. What we had was the local newspaper with the classified ads. And every time the Sunday paper came out, and I have my paper out and I finished throwing the papers, I come home and open up the paper and go to the classifieds and look for the pets and accessories section and scan through people looking to give up dogs for adoption, because I'd take those. and people trying to get rid of fish tanks or wanting to sell baby angels. Local people breeding fish. I met quite a few people that way as well.
Oh, nice. Very
But
nice.
yeah, you guys don't know how good you've got it these days with all this communication stuff and all these electronics and shipping fish across the country and all of this nonsense.
Especially
We had to work hard for that. We had to work hard for what we had when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, but the people growing up, fully knowing. I mean, we're from an era where we had nothing really except a landline, and then we got the great big brick, mobile phones,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But for the folks growing up now, so say if they're born in let's say they're born in 1980 or 90, by the time they got to the point of they kind of like integrated into the technology part of it, so it's kind of like second nature to them.
Yeah. Well, they were raised in it. It's normal for them, and the rest of us have to do all the catching up.
I call it the school of hard knocks. You get in there, you try something. If it doesn't work, you try it again.
Well, you and I, Jeff, both come from a make do and mend sort of background. I mean, my mother comes from a similar part of the country to you. We probably both got Scandinavian blood in us, and that's what we did. That's what we did.
Oh, my dad has Swedish in him, so he's a
my mother's Norwegian, so there you go.
Yeah. But I love the hobby. It's really came. I think I enjoyed it back then. I really loved it back then, but it seems like now with all the the bells and whistles we have at our disposal now, it kind of opens up a lot of more possibilities, I think, as a fish keeper.
Yeah.
Because we have all the information. We can buy fish online, have them delivered right to our home. I mean, back then it wasn't even a thought. I mean,
like I said, you had to work hard to find them. You had to work hard to track them down. You did classified ads and going out of town to pet shops and trying to get in good with the pet shop owners that you knew and say, "Can you order this for me?" And he said, "Well, if I can find it from Indonesia or from wherever, then I'll order them in, and they might be in next month, and they might not ever show up." So.
Oh, Mousie's here. Hi there, Mouse. Did you try to come in? Let's see. You needed to call home. Payphone. That's right. That's something that. That's Mouse. Flying Mouse Aquatics. Mousy Files.
Yeah.
I think she'll be joining us here. Yes, that's true. Mousy. Well, I think she's here now. I do believe. Let's see. Nope, not yet. Okay, just having to check here. There she is. There. Nope. It kept saying that somebody was in there, but it doesn't show it anywhere here. But did you? What was your reaction though? I mean, I got to tell you, when I finally found out about the possibility of fish being shipped to your home, I was like, that was amazing to me when I first heard of that.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it had been going on. It might have been going on all the time that we were keeping our fish, but I never knew anything about it. I don't know if there were inside circles of like guys that, they get on their telephone and say, "Yeah, I'm shipping this out to you today, so it should be there," or whatever on a landline.
Yeah. I don't think we had the transportation technology, and I mean back then, and even if we did, it would have been UPS, and even there was no next day service or anything like that. It'd be, you either trust the post office or you go to UPS. There was no FedEx. I mean, we had Flying Tigers for a few years. I don't know if they became DHL or what happened, but it was incredibly expensive to ship things. At the speed that they do things these days, because we didn't have, hooked up or joined up computers and internets and stuff like that. But to answer your question, Jeff, I was quite shocked when I came back into the hobby a couple of years ago and found out how relaxed people are about bagging up fish. And selling them online and shipping them across the country with one carrier or another and hoping that they make it, because to me that's just not fair on the fish. Over here, there are several companies where you can buy fish online, but the carrier, it's an animal protection thing. The carrier must be licensed with the government. They've got to be climate controlled, and it's got to be next day delivery. So the fish breeder needs to have a collection booked from this delivery company. The fish go to a warehouse or a sorting center that night. Everything climate controlled, cleared out to the delivery trucks, and the fish must be delivered the next day.
I can see that happening there.
Granted, this state is probably, or this country is smaller than Michigan, so it's not such a Herculean task here as it would be in the States. But I think that goes an awful long way to helping to ensure the safety and well-being of the critters. And I'm not going to diss people for shipping fish across the country. You do what you have to do. I just wish that there was a bit more concern that went into the whole thing.
It's harder here.
People take care, and I saw David's saw the replay of David's live stream from Sunday. He had a heat pack fail, and can you trust a heat pack from China? I don't know. Sometimes you can. Usually you can. Sometimes you can't. But at the end of the day, a bunch of fish died, and they didn't deserve to.
But you got to realize we don't have any control over the heat packs. I mean, we buy what's is available to try and do what we do, and then when something like that fails, I mean, it is hurtful and it is costly. But it's something. It's like one of the risks you take if you're going to do this.
And that's exactly my point, Jeff. Is that's personally for me. I'm not trying to cast judgment on anybody. For me, it's a risk I'm not willing to take.
Oh.
So if I want to buy fish online from a dealer over here, I will do that, knowing full well they're going to be delivered climate controlled the next day. If I find somebody, a breeder who doesn't know how to ship fish, or said, well, I can't afford to send it through this method, I'll get in my car and I'll drive a couple of hours and collect the fish and stick them in a cooler pack and bring them out. And that's what I'll do. I don't need fish so badly that I'd want to put them through that. So, but that's just the way I am with animals. So, like I said, I'm not trying to cast aspersions or pass judgment on anybody. It's just that's how you asked the question, I've answered the question.
Right. But the thing of it is, you got to realize the land area in the UK is approximately, it's almost to the acre, is the size of Michigan with the lower and upper peninsula, the whole country.
Yeah.
So in that, I mean, in here in Michigan, if we just had Michigan to ship fish, they could probably get it there in one day easily enough. And you can still do it here. It just costs a lot, it just costs more to do one day shipping.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have any, I'm glad we don't have all the regulations on it, because there are enough regulations already. I mean, some states you're not allowed to ship certain types of fish to other regions.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true in your country, but here, if I wanted to send some baby crayfish, like the orange Mexican crayfish, down to David, Pennsylvania has a rule: no crayfish of any type.
Yeah.
So there's things like that we can't do. But I like having the freedom to be able to ship to somebody. Say if I wanted to send something to June in California, I mean, I could do that. I don't have to go through any paperwork other than making the label out.
Yeah.
But it is stressful, though, I got to say. Even if you was to do it your way and like that, you're going to order fish and get them there in one day. But if you wanted to ship fish yourself, you could even do that. I mean, you'd still have the same. You just have to get them down to the depot. Does it cost extra? I mean, to get that, is for the live animals, is it more than shipping like other goods?
Standard price is £20, which is going to be about $25, $30.
Wow, now that's great for next day. That's really good.
Yeah, it's standard. It's a standard fish delivery price over here, 20 quid.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Because here, I mean, even with like pirate ship or shippo we have, sometimes depending on how heavy the box of fish is or how big the dimensions are in the box, I mean, you'll pay more or less. There's no standard price. I like that, having a standard price.
Yeah.
That would be good. I mean, if you're going to go through like USPS, which I don't really recommend that much, I've done it, and sometimes I still have to because I have all that styrofoam for those boxes. But
yeah, and let me think. If I go inches, I would say the box the fish come in is probably a good 24 by 26 or 26 inches square, and probably 14 inches deep, and that's 20 pounds.
Wow!
So they don't skimp on the box size. They come in styrofoam box. What's the standard styrofoam box you see the fish coming in at the pet shop?
That's nice.
That's what they use.
So you can fit a lot of fish in one of those boxes when they have them.
Yeah.
You know, so you're getting your money's worth too. I mean, even though it's a lower, that's a great price.
Yeah. But there's only 2 delivery companies, as far as I'm aware, in the country that currently hold this license, which is a company called APC and one called DX.
If you chose to ship fish, would they pick them up at your house, or do you have to deliver them?
You'd have to take them to the depot.
That's what I do too.
Yeah, if you're a commercial breeder or a commercial importer, you can book a pickup, for bulk pickup. If you got 15, 20 boxes, something like that, they'll come and do a collection.
They can pick up here for average hobbyist too. If you have to sign up for it, or
as long as you got the volume, yeah.
Well, no, they'll come up. They'll come to the house and pick up one box of fish.
Yeah.
I've heard. I've never had it done. I always take it myself. But if I wanted to be, if I was like no transportation whatsoever, I would have them pick it up, and because it'd be either that or else, walk 2 miles to the USPS or UPS. But yeah, it's a nice service. I think we have. They'll pick it up if you want them to. But I've never done it. I've never done it. We had some people come in here. Whips World, Jose, Annie Stokes, and if I missed anybody else, Gord was in here. Hi, Gord.
There's Ross.
And Ross Baltimore, nice.
Whip.
He's one of the gentlemen that I always reach out to be a vendor because he's got fish that are just exquisite. And I'm so happy that he's going to be in the auction this year too.
Yeah, I saw Ross on Money Bear auctions last year.
Yeah, he has his type of fish that he keeps are, I don't know. I'm not trying to say anything, but he's like on a different level. He's more of in the way I interpret him, he's more of an elite fish keeper. He keeps fish that not a lot of people keep all the time, but.
So not mollies and guppies then.
No, he keeps other things, like he does a lot of stuff like really nice plecos, L number plecos. He does the crayfish. He has some really beautiful crayfish that he breeds himself. But I'm not sure what he's going to have this year, but I tell you what, I'm excited. It's going to be cool. I also had Jody there. She has her Tropical Fish Co. company. That place is huge. I mean, I would reach out to her to be in the auction, but she's got her own business. I don't know if she would be interested. No live berries in my fish room. What do you mean?
Bearers. Live bearers, I think.
Live bearers. Live bearers, right. Yeah. I've only got 2 types of live bearers. I got 3 types. I take that back. But that's it. Trying to get these long fin Snow Whites grown up and ready for the auctions. Nice. And Ross still loves the guppies too. There's June. Hi, June. Hello. Got fish, the tiniest fish I've ever gotten. I wanted to ask her because she had ordered some fish that really. Did you get those, the 10 June that was sent from Dan's Fish? because she ordered electric blue Jack Dempsey's. And those, have you seen those before? The electric blue, the new, it's kind of like when they first came out, they were really weak genetically.
I haven't seen them.
Well, you've never seen them? Oh my goodness. I mean, I wish I'm also waiting for my USB hub. I could bring that picture up for you. Or you could even bring it up if you wanted to type in your URL, Electric Blue Jack Dempsey, and and share it with the screen share. And I can bring it up on thing so you can see what it looks like. Oh, the Snow White bristlenose are my favorite. And yes, they are so. Oh, yes. And Ross may have, you just heard that Ross Baltimore will have the long fin super whites, June, so that's exciting. And yes, I am early today, Sage. I used to do this all the time, didn't I, Don, at 3:30?
Yep. Back
you know
in the
what?
olden days.
What do you think about doing a weekly one like this? I mean, I've been telling Richard I've been trying to get back here on Wednesdays at 3:30 or 4 o'clock. Would you guys like this time of day? I mean, I can, if you guys like it, just say so and I'll do it. Because I'm here for you guys also. I do want more Snow Whites, long fin, of course. Ah. And Jose, yes, he has those Turkana jewels. I'm not sure if you have that, let me know and I can add it to the stage. Ron, my friend, hi there. Ron's Aquatic Products. We are here at 4 o'clock. Would you like to join us, Ron? That'd be great to have you on here.
I haven't seen Ron for a long
At
time.
the stage, here we are. That's what they look like. Oh, you want me to do the daytime ones? All right, Ron, let me drop that link here. And we'll get you right in here. Righty. Copied. And
It's been so long since I've seen Ron, I thought maybe he went to the dark side and went saltwater or something.
oh no, he's here. We see the daytimes were getting difficult for me, so basically backed off the daytime ones, but I'm going to be going back now. Yeah, aren't those beautiful, Melvin? And here we are. Ron, hello, my friend.
Gentlemen, howdy. Don,
Hi
I was
there.
just thinking about you last
Good.
night, for whatever reason. Hi, Jeff. How
How
are
are you doing?
Good.
Fantastic. Everybody in the chat, hello. It's been a very long time.
It has been.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And Keith is in the audience. Hey, Keith. And Mousie's in the audience. Also. So how you been, Ron? It's been. I'm
Yeah,
thinking about
good.
doing a weekly one again. I'm not sure.
If you want the company, I'm always game.
That sounds good. That sounds
Yeah.
great.
No, I miss our streams. They were always a lot of fun.
They still are, and they're going to be again. You watch. We'll start if you want to start next week. I think.
Hey, Melvin.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here during the week. During the
Yeah.
afternoons.
Yeah, I'm mostly, left unattended. Kathy's back to work, so
Oh.
no adult supervision.
Uh-oh. You can have some fun, huh?
Yeah. I was going to go out and do water changes because I've still got to do the garage, and that means throwing open the garage door, and it is 103.
Oh, yeah, I heard you guys are going to get triple digits this
102.
week.
So, yeah, well, it depends on the app. 103. So yeah. So yeah, it's hot.
103 degrees.
Yeah, freaking hot.
But at least you have your AC now.
Yeah, in the garage. Yeah, so I can throw the garage door open, bring the hoses in and out, and then lower it down so it's only about a foot up, and that way the AC runs, and it I don't have all the heat coming in. So yeah.
Oh yikes!
Mousy. I don't know, Mousy. Oh,
Hi, Mouse.
And I know one of your other hosts at night is Keith.
Yeah, Keith. Yep, Keith.
Yeah, I don't know Keith. So there's
He's Fish Nerd in the audience there. He's the one called Fish Nerd.
All right. What's up, Keith?
You've seen him in the chat. And this right here is Mouse.
Yeah.
This is Flying
Hello,
Mouse
June.
Aquatics.
So Don, how you been, pal?
Oh, busy, man. Busy.
Yeah. You're relocated now, the store?
Yeah, relocated the shop, and it's going great. I can't believe how busy we were in February. February's normally dead in the restaurant business.
Oh,
January,
interesting.
February,
Yeah.
nothing. But we've been so manic busy. Hiring new staff and doubling our dough production and just all sorts. It's going crazy. 6
I'm
days
glad
a
you're
week I'm working.
fantastic. Yeah.
6 days a week. I had no time for fish. It's a drag.
Yeah.
It's a drag.
What
But
about
it's a
you, Jim?
gem.
You know what he's been doing to me? He sends me things of the pizzas that he makes, and he knows how I like pizzas. And I look
That's
at them.
cruel.
I just-
That's
do
just
one.
cruel. Yeah.
I do wind them up with a few recipes and a few pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hungry now. I'm hungry.
Yeah. There's a place around here that I think they used, the wood-fired pizza. So it's got this amazing smoky flavor to it too. Oh God, that's good.
Oh, June's air conditioning is out right now. Oh my goodness.
No, I couldn't imagine.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh. I hope it gets fixed.
it's getting time. We got to do the annual AC guy, get him out here, make sure everything's working right. Because when it's the hottest day is when it's going to go out. And our hottest day, I don't think we hit it last year. It was 123. And the year before it was 125.
Wow.
So let's see what that is in English, huh?
Our low is 16 today.
Yeah.
16. Yeah, that's
Hey,
pretty
wow,
getting
yeah.
cold.
Let's reverse this. So 123 is 50 and a half Celsius. 125 is 51.7 Celsius. So yeah. And right now, what did I say it was? 103? 39.4. Freaking hot.
That's
Did
fine.
you say 130?
No, 103.
103. Okay.
Yeah,
I said,
103.
holy God.
Two different apps. The iPhone app's 102. No, I'm sorry. That one's 103. And that thermometer app I have is 102. So 102 and a half. We'll split the hairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we got all the way into the
70 degrees.
60s
Very
today.
cool. What, Don?
So we got all the way up into the 60s today, and I felt
All
lucky.
right. Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, they got rid of the bread bowl. Oh, no. Let's see.
Where's that?
Oh, June says, Domino's removed my pasta bread bowl. I've emailed them with my disapproval.
Oh. Yeah. California Adventure's got a mac and cheese bread bowl. They got good mac and cheese, but that's just too many carbs to go to Disneyland. I'd be like horizontal on a bench somewhere sleeping it off. Those are pretty angelfish.
Those angels are gorgeous, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Yeah. I woke up to them spawning this morning, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I'm going to put you on a little bigger screen so we can get a better look at them.
I'd like to get a couple more, I think, for my big tank. Yeah, God, I saw a 75-gallon tank. Here, I blew it at a yard sale weekend before last. $30. And it had a light and it had a couple other things in it, but $30. The $1 a gallon for used tanks has kind of been the mantra, but $30. I got to go back and knock on their door, see if they still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might.
It probably leaked wrong. Don't worry about it. Don't
Yeah,
sweat
that's okay. I know how to fix them.
it. Okay.
And I bet if you offered them, if they still have it,
Yeah.
I'll bet you could offer them 25 and they probably say, sure, take it.
Oh, I'd be happy with the 30.
Oh, I know you would. I know you would.
You're
I'm
right.
saying that
Yeah.
If you wanted to be
Just
more
to get it
frugal.
out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are nice and look clean.
Oh, wow.
Minimum cleaning and
Most of the tanks that I've never bought one. I've never bought one used except for the 4 that I got from Paul. Remember?
Right.
Paul
I remember those.
But all the ones I see on Marketplace, they're filthy. You got they need the good cleaning. It says. I was like, well, how about you just make it nice and clean it up, and I'll give you extra $10, and instead of having to have all that hassle.
When they're already asking top dollar.
They ask a lot. I mean, sometimes the prices are even more than brand new.
Yeah. And since I was a kid, it was $1 a gallon for a used tank. I know it's gone up a little bit, but not that much. They're not worth that much. You're taking the risk on a used tank.
Yes, we sure are.
Oh, David's here. Stinking cichlids. Oh, yeah, we got cichlids coming in here.
Stinking cichlids.
David Elfish.
Oh, hey, David. Wow, it's been a long time since I've seen him.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
We should all get together before, maybe a week or so before the auction and have a little powwow and get things,
That'd be great. Yeah. Hi, Jody.
get some, our plans together.
Yeah.
And
who else did I miss? Cinnamon and Jose, David. There's a couple names I don't recognize. Or maybe I do. GIPG. The GIPG.
Oh, that's Peter. He lives in Belgium.
Oh, Peter. Okay, yeah. I just don't recognize the handle right now. It's been too long, Peter. It's been a while. How you been? Who else? Helen's Aquatics. Let's see. I know that one.
The Cinnamon Girl.
Elements. Melvin. June. Hack Attack.
Yeah, that's a fairly new person. You know what? Where is Hack Attack at? Yeah, I noticed
up a dozen or so. Does Hack Attack have a name?
I don't know yet, but he's the person's been coming here for a while, so I'm going to give him a standard moderation. That way,
yeah,
you go around and check out other channels, Hack Attack, and
click on their link, and
makes it easier for you.
Mousy. And then let's see, Keith, howdy.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, it took so long to get back.
I finally got in. I finally figured it out.
Yeah, just got a message from Cecil. We got our stream going right now. It's kind of a last minute thing. I mean, it was yesterday, right? Or was it earlier today? We said we'll go ahead and do it. I think I scheduled it last night.
With this one?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was last night or was it early this morning. It all runs together for me.
I saw the message go. Or what do they call those? The in YouTube the post.
The notifications.
Yeah. I think it was one of the. Was it a notification? Yeah, maybe it was, or a post. One of the two.
Oh, I did a post also.
How you doing, Rod?
Post also.
Yeah. And Whip. Haven't seen or heard from Whip in a while. Hope you're well, pal.
Yeah. Which world?
Where's Branton been? I haven't seen Branton in a while.
Only the rare post on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's been busy with. I talked to Branton. He's been busy with his family and stuff. He's taken a big step back away from YouTube, but he will be in the auction.
No good. Yeah.
Cool.
I heard somebody say they're thinking about relocating.
Relocating.
Moving. So I don't know if it's moving out of Wisconsin or moving somewhere else in Wisconsin or what, but that's a big deal.
Oh, Branton's moving?
Yeah.
That's the rumor I heard. So I don't know if anybody wants to chime in on that. Yeah.
Hey, Cecil's here. Hey, Cecil.
Really?
Yeah, Cecil been here. So, I had an idea this year, Ron. I ran it by, I think I ran it by David. But what I want to do is, and to help out the vendors who are going to do this, I mean, sometimes they're wondering, what should I put on the list?
Yeah.
And I have like a wish list I put on there for people something that they're looking for. That way, it might give the vendors an idea of what they might want to put up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that idea?
Good idea.
Yeah.
It is a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great suggestion for, anybody that's not sure. There's always those that, are pretty laser focused on what they want to put up. But for those that don't have any idea, so you still got Rachel doing spawning mocks or?
Yeah, I believe so. I gotta reach out to her. She said that she would.
All right. Well, if she doesn't, I've got a bunch. I could throw some up. So,
Good.
but I do not want to compete with her. I mean, unless they're completely different mops. I know she does those eyelash, or she did the eyelash,
Yeah.
and I've got mine are all just yarn mops. They're 8-inch yarn mops.
Mm-hmm. Who the heck would move
Yeah,
to this dance?
Jeff, that is a good idea. If somebody says I'm in search of this, because you might find somebody like Jesse, just one more fish, who's got just about everything under the sun, and he might have a couple of spares that he's willing to part with to help somebody in the community out.
I just realized they got eggs all. I didn't even see those. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Don. I'm sorry, but I just happened to notice all of a sudden, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. Look at them eggs.
Is that a piece of slate they're on?
It is. It is a piece of slate. Keith sent me 2 pieces of slate for the tank, and they love it. Occasionally they do hit the heater, but this time they actually use their slate, and they covered it. That is like the biggest spawn they've had so far.
That's hundreds of eggs.
Now, look
Well
at
done,
I see the
Steve.
difference in the tubes there, right? Because both of mine are females. I see that gold one, and my tube, their tubes are just like that one. So the male has to be the marble, right? The male's the marble.
Yes, the male. Yep, that is, my boy is the big silver marble guy. He is so pretty. I am really hoping to get some sort of interesting variation out of these two.
They're both gorgeous. They're going to be beautiful babies, I tell you what.
Yeah, and that also shows you don't necessarily need a big nuchal hump to be a male.
No.
Right? This one does not have that, that big nuchal hump that a lot of them do. Not all, apparently, obviously.
I have the one has a big nuchal hump, and I thought for sure it was a male, but it's not.
All right. Mine does too, and I'm thinking I have a male and female, but they hang out together. They're pals. Once in a while, they do a little sparring, and they pout. They'll sit opposite ends of the tank.
Yep. Well, Mel, she has that big Pinoy blue, and she thought for the longest time it was a male. Big old hump on its head.
Yeah.
And then laid eggs. So I was like, for years thinking it was a male, it's a female.
Right.
So just go for it. Don't tell them anymore. But look at them. Oh,
when I put these two in, thank you. Because when I put these two in together, I really thought they were both 2 girls. I really didn't think they were going to end up being a pair. So, and out of all the angels I had like 10 of them. This was the only 2 that actually did anything for me. So, yeah, I rehomed the rest and just kept these 2. Put all my money in these 2 guys.
Yeah.
You did good. I mean, look at them.
Angels are just so peaceful to watch, aren't they?
I love them.
They're so graceful. And they are lightning fast, too, though.
Oh, they can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Get from one end of the tank to the other, it's like a blink of an eye.
They go like this. They're straight up and down, and when they go to attack, they go like that.
Yeah.
Like stealth mode. You can't even see them. There's like a little thin slit that you jab into them.
When my plecos, I've got a pair of plecos in here that are also spawning, and I didn't realize they had actually laid eggs yet, and the cave was full of babies, and they started escaping, and I catch them like starting all over the tank, and I'm like, what's going on? They were eating the baby plecos. They got the most expensive snack ever. So yeah, so now I realize the plecos are doing it too. So yeah, I gotta pull those guys out.
Yep, all that protein that they gobbled up, it's right there on the site right now.
Yeah,
it is.
June, I'm curious, what brand of heater was that failed?
Oh, so sorry, June.
Oh no. Oh, June, that is so.
Oh yeah, angels they can be very bossy. You're right. Eating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Oh, June, that happened to the King of DIY too. Yeah. His Higer failed, and was zapping his tank. And one of his friends had the same situation too. He put out a whole video about it.
Yeah. I just did a short video on taking the Higer, that 500 watt Higer, out of my livestock tub outside because I don't need it anymore. And I got I reached out to Scotty Raising Fishes, what he was using. So that's why I ended up with a Higer. But then Stubbs chimed in that said he's had several that have failed. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just sell it used and buy. Somebody else chimed in and said they bought Fluval. So
I've had quite a few Hygers sent to me, and I've done reviews on them and whatnot. I've had a couple that have failed, but I got one that has been since 21, and it's doing great.
Oh well, all right.
It's
big.
It's the HG 043.
Okay.
It has that little like an LED light that goes around it when it's heating. It's got the red square, and then it shows the output of how much power it's taking to heat it up to where you want it.
Oh, interesting.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Mine's it's a big unit. It's a 500 watt heater.
Oh wow.
Well, because for outdoors for the tub.
Yeah.
And Scotty's got an 800 watt heater because I think his tub's 150 gallons. Mine's 100.
June needs what I would do, June, if I were you, because you got those huge, massive tanks. They get those ink birds that will control that heater so it won't allow it to kick on full power. I think that's or am I off base on that?
I seem to remember Jose saying he's had those fail on him too.
My flatmate had an inkbird fail just last year.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
And their technical support was rubbish.
Yeah. I've been using all the tanks indoors and in the garage that I've got. I don't have a lot of heaters, but the ones I got were cheap ones called Hitop, HITOP.
They work great, don't they?
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yep. I was about to say that.
Just cheap little glass tubes with rubber ends and, the controller down on the cord. And I haven't had one give me any trouble so far. And they're all 2+ years old.
The ones I got were made in Korea. They're called Day2, DATOO.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got some of those too.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this one is a Day2. This one is a Day2. Yeah.
I like them. I mean, they're cheap to work.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some working for years so far. And I've had other ones that cost, more, and they break in 8 months.
I think those high tops, I got a couple 100 watts that are in a 40, not just a single heater in the 40, and that's plenty for those. And it's more, I don't know, just to take the chill off. But then I've also got some of the smaller ones. I can't remember if they're 50 watt to drop in the small 20 tanks or, and I don't leave them in there. Mostly in the garage, I've got the mini split, moderating the temperature in there, and that's been good enough. So I guess if I need a tank warmer, then I'll drop a heater in it. That's the only reason.
Yeah. June's saying there, June had that for 30 days. I'm writing here in the chat that I don't know if it's possible, but sometimes if they got, I would let them know that you had high dollar fish in your tank and that heater killed them. Yeah. I don't know if they may compensate you on that. I mean, they'll replace the heater, I'm sure, but they should also let them know about that. Maybe they'll do something.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if they did.
I mean, we're talking expensive fish like your puffers. I mean, you can't really replace those easily.
Right.
Not a lot of money.
I think on that 500 watt heater, there's supposed to be some sort of alarm or something that if it goes weird, it's supposed to set off an alarm, or I don't know. There's got to be a better way.
Oh yeah, they got the heat alarms. You can have those, and
yeah,
I imagine they have a propensity to fail once in a while too. But
I'm sure all this stuff does.
But it's better to have at least some kind of measures to at least help alleviate it. I mean, that would be worth. Maybe that would be a way to go. You could have something like that. If it gets too warm, you might make like a buzzing sound or a beep.
Yeah.
and warn you that something's happening.
Yeah. Agreed.
I don't think they're all that expensive either. Like the alarms. I want to check that out. You know what? I'm thinking about. This is making me think about a lot of things talking about this because I may want to get some of those ink birds or those alarms for my tanks, especially with the bimaculatas. I mean, they're my pride and joy, and I don't want to lose them to a heat.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
And do they require warmer water? I'm sorry, go ahead. Do they require warmer water, Jeff?
They're a tropical species. Yeah, I keep them at 78.
All right.
Yeah, they come from Guyana. And I'm sure it's hotter down there. But they came to me from Shoreline Aquatics, and I had messaged Thomas, who's the owner of Shoreline, and he said he keeps them around 78 to 80 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Shack Attack's got a great question there. Can those snails eat the eggs? That big old ram's horn crawling right up the eggs?
They won't let them. If they get too much closer, they'll pick it off.
All right.
Yeah, they will. They'll knock them off.
Interesting. But,
I've seen them do it before, but they kind of keep the fungus off of them too.
Okay.
So,
I heard shrimp do that too. They'll climb up there and just pick at the little. Of course, they become a snack for those guys, though.
yeah. I've been finding another use for my ram's horn snails. Nathan, what is it? Gilsta Gardens reached out, and he crushes up the ram's horns, feeds them to his corridors. And so I was doing that, and my stir-by just clean them up when I do that. I've got a mortar and pestle, and I'll drop a handful in and just kind of crunch them up, and then drop them in the tank right up front where I can see them, and they just go nuts. They pick them clean, and there's just shells left.
Oh.
Now for Nathan, they spawn afterwards. Mine still haven't spawned, so.
You know what? I got the females I got from you from the albino crubensis. They still haven't spawned for me yet. I just got some new caves that Fish Nerd made for me. And I had them, I think I had them on the video, on the stream the other night. But they're the terracotta pots, and he did two styles. He did from the very bottom of the rim, like a rainbow arch with an opening. And then he has another one where it's a drilled hole up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And that's the one I have in with the crubensis, and they've been in there already. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they might have some eggs in there.
Yeah.
I want to get fry from them so bad. I love those albino crubensis.
I saw some crubensis at the pet shop today, and I stood and stared at them for about 10 minutes, and I nearly came home with a bag full.
Yeah.
I love those fish so much.
Yeah.
There's just so much color and so much to look at in one little package.
Yes, they are. And they're fun. I've got that tank. I don't know how many, 15, 16 in the tank.
Yeah.
And I've just got to get rid of them.
Annie, say hello to you, Ron? Annie Stokes?
I saw Annie. Yeah. Hi, Annie. My adults, my long-term adults where I got the spawns from haven't spawned since. The last spawn, I ended up taking the fry out. I sucked them out with a hose, siphoned them out, and I ended up selling the whole spawn. I think there were 18 in there on one of the auctions. Somebody bought the whole spawn. So at least I think it was in the auction. Maybe it was after that. Maybe they reached out after that. I don't remember, but I sold, because of the auction. So yeah.
That's what I used to do, Ron, is I used to siphon mine out with airline.
Yeah.
I'd let them free swim for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Let the parents enjoy them, and then I'd siphon them out into a bucket and stick in the grow out tank, take them down to the pet shop and sell them.
Yeah. I used that. It was bigger than that. It was like 1/2 inch, the interior diameter. And just, I put some water into a bucket first so they didn't just hit the bottom.
Yeah.
So I made sure and then I just siphoned all that I found out. So let's see, there's a name, Elaine. Elaine was commenting on the ducks I posted. So hi, Elaine. I had ducks in the front yard, and the last thing I wanted to do is hop in my tub and eat my medacas.
Greg is back. Hey, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Yeah, look at those eggs.
Isn't that great?
Yep, when
Like
he's
me and
sitting
David
free
would
swimming.
like to have at least one spawn of angels. That would be just what an experience it's going to have to be. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't
Oh,
wait.
this is 3G.
Yep, that's Greg.
It's that just changed his handle, huh?
It's always it's usually 3G, but he's always been Greg the Guppy guy.
Okay, that I didn't know. I knew Greg 3G. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Australian?
No, he's Louisiana.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Glenn, aren't I?
Yep, Glenn is GRB. He's in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And we have
Yeah. All right.
Bill's
Yeah.
in Australia.
Of
He's
course.
I don't know if you've seen Gil, but he was in here from Australia. You remember Gil? What, don't you, Ron? I think he's froze up. He froze up.
Oh,
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, that's why it wasn't. I got my destination. Thanks for keeping me company. Well, hey, Gord, absolutely my pleasure to keep you company. It's so good to see you, my friend. I hope everything is getting better for you. I hope things normalize. Rough. I know the situation. So good to see you. You take good care too. That would be cool. Yes. A glow tank. Yeah. We lost him.
Yeah.
Come back in at your convenience there, Ron. If you need me to drop the link again, let me know. But yeah,
I am gonna actually have to jump out of here real quick. I've got to start getting stuff ready for dinner. But I will talk to you later tonight.
oh, thank you. Yes, absolutely. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. I will see you tonight.
We're dreaming about stocking 180-gallon tanks tonight.
I'm excited.
Oh,
All right. See you later. Bye.
thank you so much.
Who knows?
All right, let me bring us back here to a different format now.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at? Okay. Doesn't seem to want to. Let me try this. And then down here. Is that it? Nope. Yes.
Close enough to me.
So we lost Ron and then Mousy left. Okay.
Yeah. So, any more headaches with your car recently, Jeff?
Yes, I've had
Oh God, no.
the last spawn they did was about what was it? About 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And what I did is I took that castle that's in the tank. In this time, I went against my intuition, which I should never do. I thought to myself, this is different because she stays right in there and is extremely ferocious. Anybody comes by that little window that's on that castle, she's out there. She's nailing them really hard. And she didn't do that in the previous ones. And I thought, well, I want to get these eggs out, and there he is. And get the eggs into a container. And then they turned white after like 30 hours. I didn't have enough air on them, I don't think. I think I should have left them right in the tanks. I'm leaving them from now on. I'm not going to pull them anymore because I think I might have ruined that spawn by trying to raise them eggs up, get them to hatch.
Yeah.
But after 4 times, I thought, well, 3 or 4 times, maybe it takes them longer to get it down pat.
Maybe they're just not mature yet. They're going through the motions, but they haven't developed enough themselves.
Right. It's like like a lot of human being families. They might be trying to have kids for the longest time and not have any, and then all of a sudden they start having. You know what I mean?
Sad but true.
And that's when they're trying to have them, and sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. But I think that it's kind of similar with this.
Yeah, when I was doing the Crebenses and the other cichlids, I always left the fry in the tank for a few days just to sort of reward the parents, for a job well done. So I didn't pull the eggs out every single time. So they just like, well, why the hell are we doing this? Let's just give up. There's no point. But at least they got to see that they had a successful spawn before I removed them. So I don't know if that made any difference or not. But they kept right on going until I moved over here and had to get rid of my fish tanks.
I'm trying to find the right format. This format is so weird. I can't get back to our normal one. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to pay attention to you, but trying to get Ron back. Okay, well, that's. Oh, Jeff Kane. Hey there, Jeff.
Yeah.
Rainbow
It's
sharks.
staying warm up there in the Great White North.
Yes. I gotta say, you've seen those glow cories? I mean, they look beautiful. They look just almost like those albino gold lasers. They're so bright.
Oh wow, no, I have not.
And the glow ones, they're really nice.
I don't believe in glowfish.
Well, the thing of it is that they're not injecting the dye into them anymore that I know of. These are like genetically, and they're not meant to really, breed with other fish. They're meant to be kept alone. And I guess they got patents on them.
Yeah, they go blind, don't they? Don't they lose their eyesight after a while?
I have no idea. I've never heard that.
That's what I've been hearing, is that they go prematurely blind.
My Fish Tanks Aquatics.
Yeah, right there. Had a friend that tried to have a baby, and then they adopted, and bam, then they had one.
That's the way it goes, huh?
Yep.
That's fair enough, Whit. They don't believe in me. They've never seen me. Good luck to them.
Hey, Jeff, are you? No, we're not buried in snow, thank goodness, but it is cold out. The blizzard missed us, thank goodness, this time.
God, some places got really hit.
Yeah, it's 30 here, 32 right now here, Jeff. Hey, there's John, my Fish Tank Aquatics. Hello there, my friend. They're still here. Oh, good. Let's see now. They don't believe in you either, Prod. What is that now? What did I miss?
I said I don't believe in glowfish, so Whip got one back at me.
Oh, right. To me, it's to each their own. I mean, if somebody wants to have them, it maybe not be something I don't want to keep, but I'm not against them.
It's kind of like you're not a big fan of longfin fish.
Exactly. But something, I appreciate the fact that people like them, and
I like pepperoni and pineapple.
Exactly.
Canadian bacon and pineapple.
Yeah, good Canadian bacon.
With cinnamon.
Oh, all right. I barbecue chicken. I smoke it with mesquite, and I'll put this shake on it. It's called Pappy's Rub or whatever it is. And I also dust it with cinnamon. And on chicken breasts, throw those on the, and smoke them. Oh my God, that's good. And the cinnamon really does. That's a good food.
Oh, what happened to Johnny? I missed something with Johnny. What did I miss with Johnny? Cinnamon says, sorry, Johnny.
Johnny No Shoes.
Oh,
Johnny.
Was it Johnny No Shoes?
Oh, I don't know, 28 and where Jeff lives. It's freaking cold, Jeff.
It is. It'll give hubby a giggle.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see it.
There's no good Canadian bacon? Oh. I've had some really good stuff from Costco.
Yeah. I have really good Canadian bacon. In fact, I think one of the last pizzas Kathy ordered had Canadian bacon on it. That was super good. But some of it,
You can't compare Canadian bacon to bacon. I mean, Canadian bacon is ham, right?
Oh, yeah. They're two very different foods. Yeah.
Exactly. So you can't say Canadian bacon isn't good. Canadian bacon isn't bacon. Canadian bacon's delicious. It's just not bacon.
Just depends on how it's cured.
It's 40
Yeah,
in John's neck of the
and the
woods.
quality to begin with. I'm sorry, Jeff.
It's 40 in John's neck of the woods in Woodstock, Illinois.
Yeah. Oh, Cinnamon called Johnny Nick. Apparently that's it. Woodstock.
That must be Nick from In My
No, it's
Tank?
supposed to be. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but I think it was.
Or is it Nick Fish? I've never had Nick in here. I mean, Nick from Keeping Fish Simple. That'd be great to have him in here.
I just took a glow quarry from a friend who's getting out of the hobby, and I said the same thing. I'm just going to tell people it's an albino red laser. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. I'm a slacker no more. 43 for Melvin and Melvin. Cecil, I am so sorry. In Virginia.
You know, we're getting old, so they expect that now.
Yeah. Don't be surprised about anything that comes out of my mouth.
No. Likewise, I have no adult supervision, so.
After the first 3 centuries on this planet, you'd think I'd be able to talk about it. So then, Tiffany, hello, welcome in.
Well, hey, Tiffany, long time.
Did I send you your link for
Tiffany.
tonight? I'm not sure if I did or not. I think I might have.
You say, Don?
If I didn't, let me
I
know.
said hello, Tiffany.
Oh,
Hello, Tiffany.
Oh, Nick from In My Tanks. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I don't know him very well.
not a channel I know.
Me either.
Yeah.
Nick from In My Tanks, he does the invertebrates and copepods and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? I heard that he has those aquatic isopods.
Isopods and all of he does the pods.
Oh, good. Okay.
Young guy knows
I wouldn't mind getting some of those. Those are really cool.
Yeah.
They're fascinating to look at. I know that Garden of Eater, Grant was selling them. I'm not sure if he still does or not.
Right. Nick Hardwood. Oh, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
You can keep them with your neocaridina shrimp. They're not going to cause any problems with them. They're very peaceful.
Yeah.
And they can coexist with each other. 37 this morning, 80 currently. Wow. Or 31.
And let's see, I was watching Nick's stream the other night with Curtis, and I can't remember who the third person. Oh, Flatbed. Joe?
Oh, yeah.
And is it Mrs. Hardwater? Is there Nick? Is that your wife, Jennifer? Is that right? Is it Jennifer? Yeah.
You talking about Jeff?
No, Mrs. Hardwater.
Oh, Jennifer. Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah, she's Mrs.
Yeah,
Hardwater.
okay, yeah.
Yes.
I seem to remember her from the auction last year. One of the auctions they were in. Yeah. Flatbed. Oh, Mike, not Joe. Yeah, right.
And her husband's name is Nick, also, right?
Yeah. He's here.
Oh, nice. Hi there.
Yeah.
I missed coming in. I'm sorry about that.
Jennifer. Yeah, it was a good stream too. Thanks for you guys for doing that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Tiffany, and catching up.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Well, Flatbed Mike. Okay, that's it. Nick and Jennifer, yes. I seen they had that one. Daniel Park is here from Texas. Hey there, Daniel. Welcome in.
What's up, Daniel?
They did a rescape, I think it was a 75-gallon tank I was watching. Really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of. It's hard to catch everything, you know. I mean, everybody puts their videos out. And everything's hard to be everywhere.
Oh God. I could spend and I do. I spend way too much time. Just first thing I do in the morning, I grab my cup of coffee and my iPad and I go sit out on the porch and it's like video after video after video.
Yeah, that's nice.
Those days are over for me. I got to work for a living now.
Yeah. I'm still gainfully unemployed, fortunately.
Yeah.
So.
But you're working like a slave, though, Don. I mean, you're letting them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know you're running the kitchen. I know you're teaching people how to do the pizzas and stuff. But they should either. I don't know if I'm stepping out of my lane here or not. But I hope they're compensating you properly for everything that you do.
Fear not. Things are in the works. I'm continuing to develop the menu, and business is going through the roof completely unexpectedly. And
Cool.
my job is being done, and might I add, quite well. And they're
Cool.
impressed, and they're going to look after me. Yeah.
Is
They
it
are
closer?
they are looking after me. They are.
Good. Is it closer than before? Closer to home?
God, no. I'm Southwest London, and this is Northeast London.
Oh,
Takes me an hour and a half each way. 3 train journeys each direction.
Yeah. Oh, geez, Louise, wow. And I noticed a new rack behind you.
Sorry?
I noticed a new rack behind you.
Yeah, that's my rack. I've got my 29 gallon on it right here.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit too ambitious. I'm not going to be able to get these 3 tanks on, so the 29 gallon has to go. And then I've got the 3 22 gallons, and I'll just get those to fit. And the top one's going to be paludarium because there's a small crack in the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
I don't trust it full of water, but I can patch it up so it's sort of safe. So, this 29 will have to go, or I'll have to win the lotto and buy a new place or something like that.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah.
At the moment, I'm thinking about looking to find a place to live for somebody who's a fish freak that is willing to swap my labor doing water changes and fish feeding in lieu of rent.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
That would suit me right down to the ground.
Yeah, really. Closer to work. Yeah.
Yeah. Barter it off.
Right. Cinnamon, I did see your killifish video. In fact, I commented on it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
She got babies and right in with the adults, and they have fry and.
Yeah, nice tank, all grown in. Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Melvin says his name is June. Yep, and Johnny. I think I'm caught up now. Thank goodness. Look at that. Jeff,
So what helped me get straightened out too on those plecos I got from Branton. Branton sent them to me as a longfin green dragon. And, on 1M&C Aquatics, Greg Sage was there, and I guess that's where they originated. And Greg Sage says, they're really not because they're short fin. So I guess they were Greg Sage green calls. So Whip is the one that suggested call them green drakes. So now they are green drakes, green drake plecos, and they are doing really well. And maybe if they spawn, they'll throw out some long fin. You can only hope.
Yeah, and then when you breed the longfin to longfin, you'll get all longfins, I think.
Hope so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I know that with like convict
cichlids,
like with the convict cichlids, if I have like the leucistic gene and I get pink and the regular striped, I can, once you start breeding the pink together, they will have all pink.
Oh, okay.
But with the striped ones, because they have just the gene, they'll throw out a mixture of both.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Madocas in my tub outside, and everybody says, well, they're mop spawners, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a half a dozen mops in the tub, and they never lay eggs on the mops, and there's fry everywhere. So there's hornwort, and there's guppy grass, and I think that's where a lot of them, or where a lot of the eggs are getting dragged off on the plants. And maybe there's also dwarf water lettuce. So they may be dragging the eggs off on the roots of the dwarf water lettuce as well. But I've got a lot of Madoka in there. So
I had those ones that George sent me the eggs, and they all hatched.
Yeah.
But at that point in time, I've learned a lot of fish that I never kept. The corridors,
Sure.
I never realized how predaceous they were.
Oh yeah.
They ate them. I mean, and the rice fish were up near the top a lot, just swimming around. I mean, they're not like down at the bottom where they're like easy prey.
Right.
They actively hunted them down and ate them all.
Interesting. I watch Adrian's Fish Room, right? It's Australia. And he's got a tank of oh God, what are they? They're African cichlids. The males are blue, the females are yellow. Common African.
Which African cichlid? What does it look like?
The males are blue, the females are yellow.
Oh, those are the Solosi.
Okay. And when they spawn, he says the sturbies in the tank will split up. And half of them will go into where the fry are. and the other half are like messing with the adults, and they'll clean the fry out too.
Oh, wow.
So it's like they hunt in packs. I thought, wow.
Yeah, Pseudotropheus salalosi.
Chindongo. They're not now. They're called Chindongo solosi. That's the
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody needs to tell Google AI that that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chindongo. Yeah, salalosi.
You know, I was thinking that
interesting.
that U-75 I was telling you guys about,
Me too, Sam.
that would be the setup, would be for a tank full of those. Because I guess they community spawn regularly.
Which fish was that again?
Those were it Pseudotropus or Tropius?
Oh, they will breed. They're mouth brooder, and they
Right.
will continually breed all year long.
Right.
And you can tell because you'll see the female will have her little buccal cavity just puffed out, full of eggs, and they hold them for like 3 weeks, and they don't eat during that time. That's why a lot of breeders that breed them will strip those eggs out, and they'll hatch them in like a little tumbler.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
That way, the females go right back to eating instead of going without food for 3 weeks. Because when they get done, they're pretty thin and weak.
Yeah.
But what I do instead of stripping them, I'll keep them in a. I just put them in a tank, let her spit, and feed her for a few days, get her strength back up, and I'll add her back to the tank. And then I always add them back to the tank at nighttime after I turn the lights out. That way, I mean, they can't really see her that well.
Right.
Because if
they're all
if
asleep.
I put anything in there, they're on them like that. They'll kill them. So yeah, pink convicts, you like those? I should send you some of those, June, with your Oscars.
Say it again.
I was telling June if she likes those pink convicts, I'm going to be breeding some. I'll send her some for keep with her Oscars.
Time for water change.
What's up, Sam?
Yep. I know that too, but every time he comes and does that. You would too, Cecil. You had trolls harassing you, but showed your face someone. Now, what are they? I wanted to ask you this. I mean, I know this is off topic completely, but they are harassing you to the point that they're making you change your name each time? Because that, what I would do is I would, if you don't want them, Melvin, just block them. If they're harassing you, because it's a whole lot easier blocking a new person that's bothering you than it is to recreate a new profile.
Yeah,
they'll get tired of it. You shouldn't have to be running. I mean, you shouldn't have to be bullied like that. Really,
agreed.
You shouldn't have to be bullied like that. You shouldn't have to change your name. I mean,
absolutely agreed. Yeah.
Fish Tank Bar Mike has on his. Oh wow.
What was that? Fish Tank Bar has on his green screen on TV. What's that? The Pseudotropus or Pseudotropius or what?
Oh, the Psilocyte?
Is that what he has on his green screen?
Is that what he has? I don't know yet. I can't see it myself.
Guessing, yeah.
If it is the Psilocyte, I know they changed the name to Chindongo. Chindonga. Yeah, I've been there for a little bit. I'm just greened out. I do like them. Okay. Yeah, I got some. Most of you act so pretty high schoolers are worse than girls. Oh, big deal. And people come to your channel to use you for free. Oh, well, let me see. And most of you act so pretty nice. Well, if anybody comes in here, Melvin, and is unkind to you, I always make it, it's in my thing. I don't allow bullying in here. They come in here and bother you, they'll just be gone. So you haven't got nothing to worry about here. You're in a place here that I won't allow that. Okay?
Yeah, it's just easy enough to throw people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, everybody comes in here. I love everybody who comes in here, and anybody is unkind to anybody in here. And if I don't know about it, you let me know, and I'll take care of it.
Right.
I just don't like that. You got the best people in the world come in here. I mean, you guys are absolutely the best, and I don't. It just irritates me to think of somebody actually doing that to somebody else. Flip, is that the fish I wanted from you? Oh, which one is it? Yellow and blue African cichlids you were talking about. Is that the Colossi?
Yeah.
Actually, more than one though. There's also the Johanni that are the males are blue and the females are yellow.
And I'm looking at them, Chindago Solosa or Chindongo, and the males really on these are really heavily dark barred.
Yeah.
Now
They're
the
beautiful.
ones I think are from Adrian, they're not. They're just a real solid blue, and the females are real solid yellow. So, am I thinking of a different species?
Nope, that's the one right there.
Okay.
And why they're, I mean, they're probably one of the more popular ones because they're less aggressive.
Yeah.
And they only get to about maybe 3 inches, which is pretty small for an mbuna.
Right.
And so you got a smaller fish. You know, you could probably have other fish in there with them, but I mean, they suggest to have just African cichlids, but I mean, you could have some really hardy dithers in there with them, and they're going to be fine.
Right. Right.
Oh, here we go, Petricola.
Yeah, that's what was I going to say about those? That and they do well in big groups, I guess. So you can have a school of them in a tank, and they're fine. Or a shoal, I guess, whatever it is.
The more with the African cichlids, they usually you want to have more as opposed to less. You want
To reduce aggression.
It does. I'd get like at least a group of like 8, and that's or more.
Right. I was looking at David's comment to Whip about get somebody to print a shipping label. Yeah, if you can get the either the barcode or the QR code on your phone, you can go to the post office. They'll print it for you off of that. So you're not paying postal rates. You're paying shippo rates or pirate ship rates or eBay rates. You're paying, what do they call that? Wholesale rates, not retail rates. So yeah. So that would be cool. I would like that. The big thing was trying to figure out where I was going to put another 75-gallon tank. You know, there's no room in the garage right now. I've got a little desk right here, and I've got my old what is it? That was it. Windows 10. They just upgraded to 11, right? So the box I'm using right now has still got 10, and it's not upgradable. So I was going to put I've got another 11 down here, swap them, and actually I could just get this one out. And I think that desk is strong enough to put a 75-gallon tank on it.
Yeah. You know what? We have a ways away. I'm seeing here Whip saying, David, never again, $62. That was the shipping cost. But you know, Whip, we figured out a way that probably cut that probably more than half that price. I'll have to get with you and I'll tell you about it, and we can because that is expensive. I mean,
is that using a third-party shipper, Jeff?
I think he just took it to the place.
No, to cut it in half.
Oh yeah, like you would want to go through like Pirate Ship or Shippo.
And there's
That will
others.
save a lot of money.
Yeah. And then all you need to do, you can set up a Pirate Ship account or Shippo account for free.
Yep.
Just go sign up, and then when you create a label, if you've got a printer, even if you've got an inkjet printer, you can print it on that and then cut it out, tape it to the box. And if you don't have an inkjet printer, after you made your box, you can and measured it and weighed it because you need that. You can download either the barcode or the QR code to your phone and take that to the post office, and they will print it for you off of that. It's already bought and paid for.
Dressers are great for $55. Yes.
Dressers are great. Yeah, they are for $55. Not sure, but yeah, $75 is what? How much the tank weighs? About 75 pounds. So let's do a little arithmetic.
75 gallon. They're pretty. I've never carried it.
That's full, that's 600 pounds of water. 75 gallons is 600 pounds of water.
Wow.
So it's not a full, but there's rocks, there's substrate, there's the tank itself. So it's still going to be maybe 700 pounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And I wouldn't want a tall dresser. I mean, if I was to use a dresser, this was a desk I made, and it's pretty stout, and I could reinforce it a little bit more.
I've got a desk similar to that with 2 10-gallons on it upstairs, and it's perfect for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You got 90 in a dining room.
Yeah, I agree, Jose. Some of the fish tank stands. In fact, when I bought the 75 I have in the garage, I got it on offer up secondhand. And there was a tank, there was a stand with it. And it was their particle board. Most of them are particle. No, and particle board, fish tank, water.
Water, hello.
Yeah. And so they start to get, so no, I just said, thank you. I'll let you keep the stand and you can go ahead and sell it again, or whatever. So I just paid her, I think she wanted $40 for that 75. And so that was a good deal. So
Even just the humidity, Ron, if it's in a fish room with lots of other tanks, over time it's going to soak it up and it's going to collapse on you.
agreed.
Guaranteed.
I had one of those.
Agreed.
Still less than water, but anybody remember though? I had one. Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted one, never did. And
We did some surfing back in the day.
yeah,
Let's put it that way.
yeah, I had a friend that did. And yeah, we had some fun on it, but
Water beds were great.
yeah. I'm glad I never got one for myself though.
I had one.
Well, I had one. I had one in the mid '80s.
It's hard getting out of that dang thing. Even when I was younger, it was like, oh.
Yeah. And that's about the time when you're
You
real
learn how to roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Learn how to roll.
That 3/4 inch plywood top, that's about what I've got on the top. And the legs are actually all 1x3, but there's a bunch of them and they're put together like that, all glue and screw. And it goes underneath the, so I could reinforce it. I got to find out if she's still got it first, so I'm going to have to go knock on her door. Excuse me, remember me?
Chances are it's probably more than strong enough right now.
What's that? The motion in the ocean? Yeah.
No, chances that's probably strong enough right now. But if you wanted to reinforce it just for your own peace of mind, I mean, that would work.
Yeah, it'd be easily done. Yeah.
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 Yep. Alrighty. So we started at 4. We're probably going to go till I don't know. If you guys are having fun, we can probably go till what is it? What time is it anyway?
It's about 2:45 our time, so 5:45 your time.
Yeah, I'll probably finish up around 6 if that's all right. I tell you what, I really am glad that Don, that you had us do that. We should do this every week.
Yeah, I'm glad we found the time. It's just my schedule. I was hoping before we moved location, I was hoping to settle on a Tuesday night weekly live stream for myself because Whip was saying somebody needs to fill the gap on Tuesday night.
Right.
And that's when I found out that we were closing the old shop and moving across town to open the new shop. And I never expected to be this busy. I really didn't. But it's just I can't promise anything to anybody right now except I'll show up for work. So
Right.
Yeah. Well, I want you to promise us that you're going to be here every single. I'm kidding. Every single week, whether you want to or not, you'll be here.
if I'm not here live, I'm here on Memorex. I'm here on replay.
Right.
You know that, Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah,
That-
about 14:45 here, Peter. I'm on the West Coast, so Pacific time. So 14:45.
Yep. So, yeah, because there's a lot of topics that we barely scratch the surface on. A lot of them that we're not going to have any shortage on topics for being on here. There's lots of different stuff.
I'll tell you what I'd like to talk about
Yeah.
is these breeder tanks because we don't have those over here.
What are those?
Breeder tanks. the 40 breeders and
Oh,
You don't?
the low wide tanks. I think it's an amazing idea, but we're just so tight on floor space that they don't really make sense in this country. But I would love to be able to have a place with a couple of big ass breeder tanks. You got to sit down on a chair and have a proper study of the entire scape, and it takes you half an hour to have a look at everything, because there's got to be so much going on, so much territorial stuff instead of just the up and down and up and down. I'd like to see something spread out. The only tanks like that I see over here are display tanks in pet shops where they're displaying the submerged plants.
oh yeah.
And they can be spectacular, but they're like, what, 14, 16 inches deep, something like that.
Yeah.
And then big square things. They're
I just got a
beautiful
picture of
tanks.
Mike coming through on my messenger. That's Mike. He lives in Michigan also, from Fish Tank Barn.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking at the fish there, and he's got those ones that are behind him right there are the Superchromis leptosoma. They got the yellow tail and the bluish purple body is what they were. Yeah, those are the different ones. The Solosi, they're imbunas, and the males are the blue with the dark bands, and the females are yellow. Oh, in my best. Oh.
Yeah, I like the low boy tanks too, Don. Those would be.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking back earlier today, trying to prepare for tonight, and the first decent sized tank that I had was a 55. And those are the dumbest tanks ever, because they're high.
Okay.
And they're not too deep front to back. And you can't, well, I did put it in twice on a wrought iron stand on a carpeted floor in apartments. And you walk across the room and the whole thing's going creak, creak,
Oh,
creak,
yeah.
creak, wobbling back and forth. And you think, good God, is this thing going to fall over or what? And they just seem so unstable.
Yeah.
And for good measure, you put a 40 long underneath it just to lower the center of gravity.
Now that's a tank that we miss here. I used to have them here all the time, the 40 longs. I love that.
I like those. I like the 40 longs because they're not so deep you can't get into them and do your aquascaping and your gravel cleaning and stuff like that. The 55 is just armpit wet.
Yeah.
They're just too deep.
But the 55, they do have uses. I mean, they're good. You put angelfish in there.
You wouldn't really put angels in a 40 long, but in a 55, that's where I kept and bred my angels with the slate, like Mousy had, exactly the same way. Piece of black slate leaned up against the end wall, and that's where they do their business.
Right. So what are they? 48 inches long and just not as deep.
4 feet, 12 inches deep, and 18 inches high on a 55, and I think a 12 and 12 on a 40.
Okay. Yeah, so you'd want a real stable. Well, even the 29s. I mean, if you put one of those on a wrought iron stand, and
I never liked the 29, but I've got another one.
Yeah,
I've got another one here. Yeah.
So
I've got a 40 breeder on a wrought iron.
Say it again, Jeff.
I have a 40 breeder up on a wrought iron stand, and it's pretty nice. I mean,
your floor is stable enough.
Oh yeah,
that's
very stable.
That's the key, I guess.
Yeah.
Plus, you got a deeper footprint front to back too.
Yes, I mean that's what I got my shell dwellers. It's perfect for shell dwellers.
Right.
Because you got a lot of real estate down there. You put lots of shells around, and it's fun.
Yeah. I've got those 29s. I've got 4 of them, and they're all on a middle shelf on my steel rack outside. One of the mistakes I did, there's the rack itself, and then there's a wire screen that you store stuff on, whatever. So I put a piece of plywood that goes from, frame to frame, front to back. And it's got, I don't know, 3/8, not enough. So they were sagging in the middle. And originally I had them pretty close to touching. So the tops of the tanks were touching each other. So I drained the 2 tanks on one side and slid them away out. So I've got about a I don't know, 3/8 of an inch gap now, so they're not touching each other. But yeah, you got to have at least 3/4 of an inch piece
What
of
kind of
plywood
ply?
down.
What? Yeah, three quarters. Yeah,
Right.
because I bought marine plywood for my
Yeah.
rack here,
Yeah.
which is bloody expensive. It's
Yeah.
$120 for a 4x8 sheet.
And plywood went through the roof when the world ended.
Yeah, well,
You
this
see
was
that rack
just
right there? What I've done with that, I just put 2x4s
Front to back.
into the slots. I had them cut to size, and as long as the four corners are
Yep.
supported.
And that's what I did for my 75 in the garage. It doesn't go all the way, front to back. It's not 2 feet deep. And so what I did was I took actually a bunch of 1x6s and just laid them across from rack or like boom, from the front to the back.
Yeah, the depths. Mm-hmm. The width.
brain cells decided to do this, and then the tank sits stable on that because it would be sitting on the front horizontal piece, and then the back part would be sitting on the metal rack. It would be tilting. It's already tilting because the floor tilts.
Yeah.
The garage floor tilts. So.
The stress will get to the seams eventually, and they're gonna give way.
It's gonna fail. So yeah.
That's
We just had a pretty good earthquake. A month or so ago, and
what's the difference between a good earthquake and a bad earthquake, Ron?
Oh God, a couple full points.
Yeah,
it was a 5-something.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about 15 miles from here where the epicenter was. 7. We had 4th of July, 2019. Is that right? No. 2000. When the hell was it? Yeah, 2019, 4th of July. In the desert up by Ridgecrest. We had it was a high 6, low 7. And then the next night there was a bigger one, so that was so we get them out here. We're really close to the San Andreas Fault, but that was the first one. And I was sitting right here at my desk, and all of a sudden, here it goes,
We had one back in the late 70s in Ohio, believe it or not. And I think it was a 5.2.
Yeah.
And it just felt like the house jumped and bounced about 3 or 4 times and then stopped. But the horses went absolutely mad.
Yeah.
Because they had a couple of horses down, beside the house, and they were freaking up into the woods and stuff like that.
Yeah. You were really close to the epicenter for it to bounce up and down like that.
Yeah, ooh. But you're certainly not expecting it in central Ohio.
Yeah.
That would be so scary having an earthquake when you got lots of tanks.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking when, it's like, so I'm watching the 2 I got in here, and all good, It's always unsettling.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just never know. It starts picking up, and then it could start, slacking off, and then it picks up again, and you just never know where it's going to go.
Are there extra provisions with your home insurance living in an earthquake area?
That's extra. Earthquake insurance is an extra.
Oh, it's extra.
Yeah, it's like another $800 a year.
Yikes.
Yeah. So it's the crapshoot, and this is all stick frame, 2x4, and wood framed. And
I was going to say, you guys get taxed the crap out of you in California already, and they're going to charge you more for.
Well, that's the insurance companies, not not the state. So, but it's houses like this are pretty flexible. You might get some plaster cracking, some concrete cracking. If it's big enough and you're close enough and you got a chimney, it could fall off the side of the house. And that's happened. Depending on how big, it could break your pool if you got a pool. You might have stuff down inside. Bookcases down, or just books down, or knickknacks down. So there's a lot of, all the bookcases here are all attached to the walls. That, whether or not that holds, they're screwed into 2x4s. So whether or not that holds, if it's big enough, fat enough, all bets are off. So they're not fun. They're really unsettling. People all the time, well, I'd rather be in a tornado. No, you wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. At least the earthquake, it doesn't just suck you off the map. So, and you got a much better chance of your house still being there afterwards. So I don't know. I saw what was that, Union City, Michigan, a couple weeks ago, got devastated.
Oh yeah, we got hit.
Oh man, So I know, and that one that went through St. Louis last year, last fall, I guess, last October, whatever.
Year before last is when they took half of my gazebo roof off.
Oh,
my deck out back.
Yeah. And I keep thinking that's really far north for tornadoes, but I guess not.
Oh, we get tornadoes every year.
Yeah, and then there were some, there were tornado warnings, I guess, alerts just in the last few days with that big storm that came through. Closer to the East Coast, up and down the East Coast, there were tornado warnings. So, Stream Elements. First off, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
and yes, I'm addicted to both fish and aquariums.
Yep, definitely. Great place. Wait, they're talking about the 55s. What I like, they're those new 60 breeders. That's like the perfect footprint.
Interesting. Yeah.
They're 4 feet long, and they're the same width as a 40-gallon breeder. And they're, I think the height, 16 inches or something? I mean, they're easy to work in, but you got a good amount of ground space.
Yeah.
I mean, same as a 75 is just 75's taller, but they're harder to work in.
Oh, you did say 4 feet long. Okay, yeah. Because the 40 breeders are 36 inches.
Yep. 36 by 18. I think they're like 18 inches tall. I'm not really sure exactly the full. I'd have to measure it.
Yeah.
But I like the 40 breeders. I like the 40 breeders because there's no brace in the middle. When you're going to catch a fish in a 55 or a 75, that is such a pain.
Yeah.
Because then you got to reach under, grab underneath. When you're trying to catch something that's fast, it's like.
Right. And that tank I saw at that yard sale the other day had a big wide brace. And what is it? Imaginariums? They seem like they got this skinny little brace that's kind of on the flexible side.
Ooh.
And that's sort of scary. I saw a review somebody did here on the tube.
I've always liked Aqueon.
I do too, but they seem to be harder to find.
Yep, and we found out they're produced in that company is out of Wisconsin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all my tanks are Aqueon. I've got 340 breeders, 2 I got on offer up, and then the one I actually bought new. And then I've got 4 of the 29s, 2 I got on offer up, 2 new. And then I found a couple at the thrift stores lately. I think a 10. Got a nice 10-gallon tank with a whole bunch of really nice big snail shells in it, like saltwater snails of some sort.
Mm-hmm. 1 second here. I have a longtime friend who's popped in. That's John Parker. Hey, John, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, I see John. Hi
I worked with John for a long time, several years.
Very cool.
What a great guy. Hello. Whoops. There goes a typo. So I'll get rid of that right away.
Wait, 23 in Louisiana? That ain't right. That can't be right.
So good to see you, John.
I don't know. 11 on the continent.
Huh?
I said it's 11 o'clock on the continent, 10 o'clock here.
Oh, it is now. Yeah.
Because we don't move our clocks until the end of the month.
I heard her shuffle.
Yes, it's time for us. It's right now at 6 o'clock. 1 minute too. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I tell you what, we kept on topic pretty good, didn't we? I mean, sir.
No, not too bad.
Not too bad at all. I mean,
apparently the shit has hit the fan at work. I've got some messages stacking up I need to go and read.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah. The excrement hitting the rotary oscillator.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes, you're very welcome, Melvin.
I
And
appreciate the invite too, guys. I hope I didn't interfere.
not at
No,
all.
not at
I know
all.
I get my
No,
own,
it was a
yeah, so.
what, very cool that you're here. I really appreciate it. And then next week,
Good to see you,
I'll
Ron.
get the link to you ahead of time and make sure that if it's clear with Kathy and stuff, I'll send the link every week.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
She's right now she's home, but she's usually at work till about 2:30. So yeah. So it's good to see you too, Don. Thank you.
Yeah, be sure to
And
tell us
you as well, Jeff.
Kathy. The difference between my wife and Ron's is, well, his Kathy starts with a K and mine is a C.
Yeah.
She always
There
points
you
that
go.
out.
Yeah, yours is a Catherine.
Oh, Andy Carson, thank you.
Mine's a Kathleen. So.
And you want to hear something funny? My ex-wife was a Catherine as well,
Oh, I'll be
Oh,
darned.
really? Wow.
with a C.
Well, you want to know something even more weird than that? Is that,
Maybe not.
now listen to this. I married Kathy.
Yeah.
All right. Her brother's name is Jeff, and my sister's name is Kathy. I mean, what are the odds, right?
Yeah, you should be talking about that on Tuesday nights with Christine,
I think I will.
because that's weird.
I will. It is very odd. I mean, we didn't know about it until after we, when you get to know each other and you start talking a little more, and then
Sure, start meeting family.
conversation. Oh, your brother's name is Jeff too. Oh wow! Guess what? My sister's name is Kathy, and it was like back then. It was like a pretty big deal. But
Yeah, that's funny.
Andy Carson, so good to see you. Oh, also Andy, I don't know if you heard or not, but our auction is going to be April 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Time, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So you can go there and check things out.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Don,
Thank
and
you.
thank you, Ron, and
Well,
thank you.
thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys, and thank you everybody also. Yeah.
So we'll be doing 2 on Wednesdays now. From now on, we'll do the afternoon and the night.
Sounds good.
Oh, 86 in his garage. Oh, yeah.
George just got here. It's probably 86 in my garage too, with the AC running. Yeah.
Oh,
So.
okay. Thank you, Cecil.
All right, guys.
Okay, and as we depart, peace and happiness to everyone.
Should I sing Happy Trail?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
Boom, 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 boom.
Happy trails to you.
Good night, Ron.
Take it easy, Don.
You take
Enjoy.
care.
You as well. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful day, afternoon, or night. Be safe. And have fun. I'm still live. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I am still live. I thought I hit end stream. Apparently I didn't. Oh, everybody else left? Oh, okay. Well, I always talk when I type. So yeah, there we are. Have a wonderful day, afternoon or night, and be safe and have fun. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm going now. I don't know what I did. I did something weird. Oh, you know what I did? I hit the leave studio. I didn't hit end stream. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, guys, much love to everyone. Have a good one, and we'll see you soon. See you tonight, 10:30 if you want to come in. It's going to be fun. We're going to be stocking 180-gallon aquariums, and you got to make your own list of what you would keep in that tank. And money's no object because we're just, it's kind of like a dream scenario, kind of like fantasy football, but it's like fantasy tank. So that'll be cool. Anyway, see you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.